everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tanya here, and today we're jumping into Plentiful, a relaxing game about harnessing nature. It feels like Minecraft meets Lego, but with a twist. You build, plant, explore, survive, all in a world that resets every day. It's blocky, interesting, and surprisingly strategic. Come along with me and let's dive into the demo and have a first look at Plentiful. Now, we've had a bit of a play just to get familiar with the controls. So let's jump in. There is a tutorial here. Highly recommend for first timers, but we've had a bit of a play, so we'll go straight into the first one, the snake pit. So your people are hungry, build a path for them to get to these mushrooms. So every world has its own objective. So our two humans here who have got a blue bar at the top, that's their health. People can hop over single tile gaps. Alright, so what we need to now do is grab a tile and move it over. And every tile costs moves. So that move costed 3, and then up here it shows you exactly how many moves we've got left. So if the goal is to move them to the mushrooms over here, and they can jump over one space, then we can create a path for them to jump and eat the mushrooms. So then the next part, now this is called Snake Pit, this scene here, this map, and for the reason is because of the snakes here. Your people can only climb one block at a time. Build a path for them to get to these mushrooms. So we'll need to do a stairs leading to the top, and then we'll need, so I was on Discord and I was having a chat with Obi, who's the developer. Get your people to these trees. These there are snakes. Avoid the ground level. And as I was saying, I was talking to the developer, Obi, and he said snakes can climb up one block, but they can't climb up 2. So if we were to create a path for them to jump over, it needs to be 2 blocks high. Otherwise, the snakes will eat them, and my humans will die. And that's not what we want. So we will proceed to make a path for the human. Let's see. Over here. Can it go there? No. Yeah. Oh, there's a snake on top, that's why. Festering. Let's move. No. There. Okay, and it's all going to be the same height. So 1, 2, 3 high, 1, 2, 3 high, 1, 2, 3 high. So we're going to create a path for them to jump over. So it'll be, actually that one's too high for them. 2, 3 high. You can do 2 high, but might as well use 2, 3. Now, 1. So can they jump? Maybe it needs to be 4 high. Is that? That help? 2, 3, 4. And then the other thing you can do to get them to move is you can place breadcrumb there. And that should encourage them to come and jump over. So let's place one here maybe. Can they jump? Yes, they can. Jump, jump. What about my other human? Ah, that's too wide, that space. So we need to create. Should we jump down? Yeah. Cool, cool. And then over here, we need another jumpy path. So we'll just move this one across, and that should create a platform for them to jump over. We'll leave this wall here so the snakes don't come into our little tree area over here where all the food is. And they will need to get down. So if we do that, caves like these are shelter for your people. They need to be at least 3 blocks high. Shelters improve health and are needed for babies. So that sounds like one of my humans had a baby. There are 2 shelters there. Build a 3rd to complete the level. Alrighty, so it looks like it wants us to build one here. There we go, victory. So that completes the snake pit. So you've got stone material, and then you've got these mud ones here. So the darker mud is wet mud, and then the lighter one is dried out mud. Nothing can grow on these dried clay ones, but the ones that are wet and muddy, that's where trees and plants grow. Alright, so let's jump into the next one. Save that. We'll start a new game and we'll go into the oasis. When rainwater hits the ground, it travels down mountainsides. Once it can't flow further down, it will join a lake or start a new one. There are many lakes at different elevations here. These fruit trees look like they could use some water. Block water from flowing out of the fruit tree area. Water will now be collected around the trees. Now, by breaking these dams, you can divert water to your trees. So this one here. There we go. It's trickling down. And then as the water touches new blocks, it turns into that mud colour, the darker brown. To complete the level, raise a tribe of 4 people and don't forget to build a shelter. So, we can build a shelter here. Plant vegetables now and then. Also, rabbits love grass. So, we need... let's build a shelter quickly. 1, 2, 3. So that's our little shelter there. And just in case we need a second. And there's a shelter there. Right, so we need a human or 2. Let's grab a human. Let's plant, what's in season? Carrots. So carrots, eggplant and pumpkin need to be planted under mud. So we needed to move 1 block and then plant them. Then we've got rabbits like grass, so let's pop a rabbit there. And rabbits will multiply, so that's a good thing. As mud turns wet, it absorbs water. There we go. And as my human eats food, it'll create extra moves up here in the steps. Moves by feeding your people. And then you've also got the seasons up there. Obviously nothing grows in winter, so we want to make sure that we're maximising their health bar at the top before winter. So we're currently in summer, and we also have carrot and pumpkin and eggplant, but that changes season. It's seasonal. So you plant for the season that you're in. So in summer, the fruit trees will, apple is in fall and pear is in spring. Summer, autumn, maybe we build my human has had their baby. So we'll plant an eggplant for them to eat. So we've got pears that bear fruit in spring, oranges summer, apples in fall. So I think we need to grow different types of trees to keep them fed all year round. You can see how it can be quite strategic with how you place things. The pumpkin down here. So they've got some food in fall. Fall was apples. Apples were over here. And because our fruit tree isn't fully formed, I've gone in and placed a pumpkin. So hopefully there's an apple tree here. Look at that. There we go, just got to get them to 4 humans, so another 2 more. And then this level is complete. And as you go through different levels, there will be different missions to complete. So you have to be quite strategic with what you plant, and also putting in a combination of ducks and fish and fruit trees and rabbits and all the rest of it, and making sure that you've got the biome set up for them to multiply. The ducks need some of this duckweed, I think, to eat. And then they will fly off in migration season and then come back. See that? See how they flew off? They're gone. And they will come back. And it looks like here our rabbits have multiplied. So we started with 2, we now have 3. That's all doing very well. And shelter's holding up. It's all fine. And now we're coming into winter, so we might give that a little bit of a fast forward. So the objective is to populate to 4 humans. So we're half the way there. We'll just fast forward in winter. Hibernation happens in winter. Do our fish multiply? That I haven't seen yet, but maybe. Oh, there's another human born. Lake weed is what what they need to survive, so we'll put that there for them. We click on the human, it'll take us to them. So that's our new baby there we need to grow. The spring carrots, so let's plant a carrot for them. And I'll build another shelter just in case. 1, 2, 3. And it looks like our ducks have returned. So they're happy there. Put some lake weed for our fish. So if the ducks starve, they actually die in the pond, and then a human will come in and eat them. And then the human will get this red bar at the bottom. So at the moment, I think the green, one of the bars is fruits, one of the bars is for vegetables, and then the red bar is for meat. So your rabbits and your fish and your ducks. So we just need to get another human, another baby. That saves us purchasing a human and dropping them from the sky. Got plenty of food. We'll just pop some duckweed in here and lakeweed. And that uses up steps, so oh, another human born. That makes 4. Victory. Feel free to continue playing. So, this level is complete. And let's save that. And let's have a look at the island. And it does progressively get harder. So, have your humans collect 5 pineapples on the map and make sure there are some humans living near the pineapples and they will pick them up. So that's a hint. So I'll just show you the map quickly for islands. It does get a bit tricky. You've only got 5,000 steps for this one. Not a lot of mud, so not a lot of planting and growing that goes on here, but still you'll need to, say, pop a human here and then progressively move them over to another pineapple and then another pineapple, or plant humans everywhere. But you've only got 5,000 moves, so you can't exactly have 5 humans because that will use up all your pineapples. And I don't think that you can put a human here, for example, and then place a human over here. See that? 1 out of 5 collected. You can't place it there because it's too far away from your humans. So they all got to be together. So it does get tricky. We might leave it there. That's a wrap from me and a first look at Plentiful. I wasn't expecting such fun and challenging at the same time. It's got that creative blocky charm but still keeps you on your toes. I'm really curious to see how this game grows with full progression. Release date is in October 2025, so wishlist this one to keep up to date with all the notifications. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.